What's good? Mike's in the building. Today I'm bringing you a brand new video. I know I'm not on the Hyper, I know I'm not on the Monster, but this is the new beast that's joined the mini collection, the 2020 Ducati Streetfighter V4S. Very proud to have this bike be part of my collection. For you guys that know me, that see me on Instagram, or basically has been part of the channel, you know I'm very excited when it comes to Street Fighter motorcycles. I've been talking about it. I've been reflecting on grabbing one for years now. Again, it's not going to be too spicy, guys, because the bike is so new that and I've been so busy. You guys know I host a show at motivationusa.com, and I've been so busy with that, my channel, and I'm back, professional life, and just me spending time with the wife and basically everything else. And I've been riding a lot more of the other bikes, to be honest. Oh my god, it just like wants the corner. It just wants the corner. This is what this bike was made for, guys. This is where I would probably open it up real nice, but you know, I'm really kind of being nice with it, really kind of respecting the braking period for the bike, just for now, trust me. You can kind of hear it, man. There's a lot of special things about this motorcycle. This Ducati Streetfighter is probably one of the coolest running Ducati that I've actually ever ridden, and Ducatis are known to be really hot, and it's not something that is ideal. Oh, I want to just like go so badly, but and the other thing that's amazing about this bike, it sounds amazing even with the stock exhaust. That is a complete rarity, and I love the ergonomics of it. I love the sound. The look is striking. I'm just ecstatic about the bike, man. I mean, granted, there are a lot of pros, but there are some cons. I will do a video talking about some of the cons, but we'll dive into that a little bit later. Even though this bike is a premium motorcycle, it comes at a premium cost, and it's a flagship bike, and I always wanted a flagship bike. I could use this any day, anytime, ride it all day, and I don't have to worry about fatigue or worried about, you know, anything else with the motorcycle. This is the sauce for me, guys. I love it. I love what it brings to the table, and it's just, I can't express how happy I am. And this is not my first ride with the bike. I've ridden it a couple of times, and I just wanted to keep my composure. If you follow me on Instagram and on my other social media outlet, you'll see some of the rituals that I do go through when I do buy a new motorcycle with my wife and I. We get it blessed, that's one for sure. The second, we always have it delivered, because, you know, when it's a brand new motorcycle, you tend to get a little bit excited. You know, you're coming out, you haven't been acclimated with the clutch or anything else with the bike. So I like to have my bike home to develop all the feels for it and the minor nuances before I go out there and go out on like long trips and go ham with the motorcycle. And right now I feel like I'm at a nice little place with it, you know what I mean? Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna pull over a little bit and just kind of show you the motorcycle. I know it's super popular, a lot of people have been seeing it, but you guys have not seen mine. There's a ton of plans on what I plan to do with this motorcycle. Granted, not a lot. That's a necessity, really. It's a matter of preference, of stylizing it to my own taste. Let's get a little spicy, man. The quick shifter is butter smooth. I'm telling you, man. And the rev limiter is, it just keeps on going and going and going. And I haven't even hit a fraction of it, really. I'm really working the gears up and down and getting comfortable with it, and breaking the engine in. Really, it's gonna be really tedious breaking in at 500 miles with this bike. Right now we're at 40 miles. I got a long way to go, and I gotta keep riding it like this, and it's tough, man. You guys know how I like to get down when I get on the road. I like to get a little spicy when I know it's when I know it's okay to do so. Also, big shout out to my wifey too, man. She's very supportive in what I do. She's very supportive in all my crazy ideas. It's great to have somebody like that in your corner for when you're doing certain things or making big moves or whatever it is, or even small moves. You know, people like that, you know, that's what inspires you to make things happen. I love the slim profile of it, by the way. It's so sexy and slim and skinny. Oh, I'll tell you, man, this bike was made for me. It was made for me. Look at that downshift. It's like a mini explosion. Dude, this bike, awesome, man. Awesome bike. It's a lot of gravel here, guys, so. Another thing too that I've been kind of low-key with the motorcycle, specifically because I haven't done any mods to the motorcycle, so we'll talk about that. Let's go and take a look at it, man. Everything you're seeing on my bike, my mod, even my helmet, you can get at motivationusa.com. Use coupon code CLUTCHFIRST to save yourself some money. Let's see if we can find a good spot. I don't know how good of a spot this is because it's crazy that I'm here and there's so much sand on the floor, but it's all good though, man. So check this out. You see the kickstand? It is very difficult to get to, but they did a little thing here for you to reach it, which was pretty clever. So this is my clear walk around of the motorcycle. I want to kind of show you guys. I haven't done anything to the Ducati Streetfighter V4S yet, only because I wanted to kind of show it to you in its purest form, how I got it, how any of you would probably get it if you were to grab this motorcycle. I do have tons of mods in the garage waiting to be installed on the bike. I only felt like it was right before breaking in, doing a clean walkthrough, seeing it in all of its OEM glory. Even with the ugly tail, the bike still looks amazing to me. You have the biplane wings, which I really love. The LED headlight, very striking, and you could even see the tail light from you know, the seating position, right? Love that. And let me show you the dash. That tends to change from white to black based on the time of the day, if it's light out or day out, whatever. Oh, have to kind of throw this in there. I do have merch at the moment, right? If you're interested in showing love and support, we do have different types of merch, from keychain, key tags, if you want to call them. These are genuine leather ones, which I really love. They're not your typical fabric ones. We do have the Clutch First tee, of course. Show love if you want to. If you're local here in New York, I will personally drive and deliver yours myself. All right, here we are, the heart of the beast. 1103cc, 200 braking horsepower. When you do stop at a stop sign, at a stoplight, or whatever it may be, there's so much technology in this. It turns off the rear cylinder, so it keeps the bike from getting extremely hot. The heat management is second to none. It's comfortable. The seating, the ergonomics, when you're sitting on there, it doesn't hurt your arm, it doesn't hurt your shoulders or your legs. Heat distribution is really nice. There's a lot going on. You have the turn signals, which are pretty bulbous. That's going to have to come off. The rear pegs, they are going to come off as well. I have block off by Motivation USA. You can grab yours for yourself. Use coupon code CLUTCHFIRST if you'd like to get a deal. Possibly carbon fiber wheels are coming. Exhaust, of course, is coming. The rear cowl, of course, is going to be swapped. I'm not a big fan of that. The only thing that's actually I've been put on there myself, just wanted to make sure I protect the bike somewhat a little bit, is the tank zipper protection, because I don't want to scuff the tank. This is not like the Monster. You can just swap it. This is an actual metal tank. Tons of technology in here. I love that it has Öhlins steering damper built into it. I love the fact that you have Öhlins gold on there. The rear shock is dynamic. What ends up happening, it based on the riding style mode you have it on, it's dynamic. It kind of control knowing what you're doing and not. The rear mirrors are not too bad. The problem I do have with the rear mirrors is that they do not go up and down. They do go in and out, so I'm gonna have to swap those. Another cool thing I love, the fact that, you know, Ducati instantly install the battery tender for me in there, guys. I'm just trying to think, but this is it in all this glory. Quite a few things going to be done on there. Frame sliders, fork sliders, radiator covers, which we need. I'm going to put on the split air filter to get a little bit more oomph. Like you need it, but you don't need it. But what the hell? You're already working on the bike. The reservoirs for the master cylinder is going to have to be swapped as well. The biplane wings are going to be carbon fiber. This part here, which I'm not too sure why Ducati made it, and that color, that finish, we're definitely going to black it out or something to that nature. So throw some carbon fiber on here as well. The back heat shield is going to be carbon fiber. But here's the bike, guys. There's a few things that I really dislike about the bike. I'm going to get into it, but you know, overall the pros outweighs the smaller things that I dislike, and it's really about the cost of the bike overall and what you're getting. You know, stay tuned. More Street Fighter videos coming out. You'll know what I'm talking about, and I'll highlight them. But you know, I will change those things, but I feel like at the price point, those things should have been part of the motorcycle, hands down. All right, holy crap. See, I almost forgot. Let's do a quick start. The bike's already been warm up, so at least you can get to hear it. Let's go. I love the way it starts. The sound is very distinct, very unique. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Might as well throw a couple of revs in there, man. It sounds absolutely amazing. Phenomenal. The freaking headlights are freaking unbelievable. By the way, some of you guys might be wondering if I'm getting rid of any of the bikes. I am not. I am slowly and surely gonna keep building a mini collection. Besides, my wife would probably kill me if I decide to get rid of one, because she's a huge fan and she's like, nah, you gotta keep it, babe. That's her. She's kind of silly like that. She's even will hit you up with, so what, you're not riding it? It's yours, right? You think you did all that work just for someone else kind of thing? That's yours. So this is what I mean by the support, guys. It's so difficult to break this motorcycle in, only because just being stuck at the low revs, it's so difficult, and it's such a torture. You know what I mean? I've been riding the Hyper a lot. You guys know the fact that I'm done with the breaking in period with the Hyper, and that's been extremely fun. I'm going to be doing a well-rounded review of the Hyper, my thoughts and takes about the bike, and would I recommend it to somebody. I'm also probably going to be doing one on the Monster as well too. Stay tuned, and which one of these bikes I would probably recommend if you know, thinking of getting one. Look at the check out the sound of this thing, man. The sound alone is just like, the one thing that this bike does, the way it's striking, it definitely makes you feel like going really fast all the time. I must say, you have to have nice self-control, you know, and not getting to your head, your own head, thinking that you're a god with this thing. But the one thing that this bike does, and it does it really well, a little too well, and it makes it extremely dangerous. One, it makes you feel like you're a way better rider than you are. Way better rider than you are. Granted, you know, I'm not the best rider, I'm not even near, but I just do enjoy riding in the way that I ride my bike and I do enjoy that. And that's that, right? And the other thing is, everything is so effortless. The speed, the climb up, the rev range going up, everything, it feels so effortless, and it's so easy for you to get lost in that ecstasy and catch yourself slipping or something crazy. You know, hopefully I do not get into that boat, because I feel very calm and collected when I get on this bike for a lot of reasons. I'm not like in awe, like, oh my god, you know, it's just like I'm done with that. You know, I'm happy. I have the bike, it's mine, it's not going anywhere, so I don't need to get into this mental game of, you know what I mean? The level of attention you get with this motorcycle is beyond. I thought the Monster brought a lot of attention just because of the fact that it was very well decked out, and you know, the whole styling of it. This bike stops traffic, you know, on a dime. People approach you, and you know, doing this whole situation at the moment, you don't want to engage anybody in any conversation, and it loves corners, man. This bike is so easy to turn into corners. It's the counter-rotating shaft, man. The engine's spinning one way, the wheels are turning the other way. The gyroscopic feel makes the bike, it just, look, this bike is as effortless. Oh, I gotta mention this. This bike is easier to ride than my Ducati Monster and my Ducati Hyper. It's the bigger bike, the bossier bike, but it is the easiest one to ride. It's very user-friendly. The menus goes deep, man. The menu, it will take you days for you to go through all the menu. There's so much in this thing, and you can customize the bike to a certain degree that is absurd. And in comparison to all my bikes, it's very light for a bike that is this powerful, that big of an engine. All of the components they use are super premium. The bike is light. It's as light as my Monster almost, to be honest. And you're getting the power to weight ratio is ridiculous. I really love the bike. I'm so happy that it's part of my collection. And more importantly, I truly respect this bike, because if you do not, you know, you get a little bit above yourself or beyond yourself, it will check you in real quick. It's just a quick reminder, man. Alright, man, let's finish off the ride real quick, and then we'll pull over somewhere and read some of these comments and show love to you guys. Thank you for being part of the channel. For you guys that watch me on Motivation USA's channel, shout out to you. If you're looking for any parts, premium parts that's going to go to this bike on any of my bikes, you can grab it at motivationusa.com. The link's going to be in my description. Use coupon code CLUTCHFIRST to save some money. And yeah, man, and big shout out to Motivation USA. These guys have really been awesome to me and my channel and my family, and I have nothing but love for them, man. Alright, here we go, guys. Just want to read a couple of comments from my last video, show you guys some love and show you guys some support. I appreciate you guys watching. This is a new thing that I'm doing in the channel. I'm going to be reading comments from my last video, and it's just kind of show love, show support to some of the people that watch and appreciate what we do here on the channel. First up, we're going to read Jam Kid. Yo me G. I have to somewhat paraphrase because he's Jamaican, so a lot of run-ons here. Yo me G. He's glad that I'm back. YouTube is kind of boring without me, and nobody does New York like how I say that I do. And he would love to see A back on the saddle. He usually enjoys my videos on a big 75-inch screen at home in his own comfort. Just want to paraphrase a little bit. Jam Kid, I really truly appreciate that you've been with the channel from the very beginning. It's a pleasure to always see your comment, and thank you for continuing watching. And I'm honored, man, every time I see your comment on there. There's quite a few of you guys that are been a long-term viewer of the channel, and I appreciate the support, man. All right, next up, we're gonna read the big man's comment. Man, that Ducati sounds good. Snowcat always had issues with his, and it's nice seeing it rip down the highway. So to set the right perspective here, nothing is perfect. I know Snowcat had some heavy issues with his Ducati Hypermotard 939 SP. And speaking from my own experience, I like to experience things on my own and make my own judgment call on it. So far, so good. My Hypermotard 939 SP has been immaculate. No issues there. There's also a huge squad of New York Hypermotard riders that's, you know, tracking their bike, going hard, wheelies, pretty much everything, really hardcore through New York City. No issues there, and these guys have been enjoying theirs. So far so good. It's possible that Snowcat might have received a bad bike, part of a bad batch or something like that, but his experience is his and mine experience is mine. I will show you guys how I truly enjoyed my Hyper and my experience with a Hyper. Last up, we're going to read a comment by Holdfast. He's also another Ducatista. Really dope guy. Hyper sounds sick. Good to see you out and about. All the love to UNA. For you guys who are unaware that my wife did go through a near-death experience. She was hospitalized and in a coma for 6 months. So, a long backstory. So, Holdfast must have heard and seen on Instagram about everything. I appreciate you mentioning it. These kind words goes a long way, and I know A would really appreciate, you know, you touching base and seeing how she's doing, man. So thank you to everybody who watches the channel. It is a extreme pleasure to be back, and I'm gonna continue uploading, keep pushing the envelope. And all I gotta tell you guys, man, we don't bend and we don't fold. We continue grinding, we keep going hard, and you do the same, man. Be easy out there. Catch you guys on the next video.